Okay, we'll flip another coin here and see if we're gonna go for Republicans or the Green Party next. Looks like Republicans have it. They've won again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the space program initiative.
Oh, the space program initiative.
Because I'm fucking disappointed. No, look at this right here. If you look at this piece of paper that I printed out in our highly classified faxing machine that we just got from our different headquarters. Like, they're telling us...
Dollar General?
Shh. They told us that they got a space initiative. You see this bullshit? They're going to clean trash in space?
Seen this.
What do you think about this, Dr. Millennium? They jacked our idea.
I think this is a great policy put forward by our Democratic leaders. Wait, who proposed this? Was this Nancy Pelosi or was this Hillary Clinton?
I don't even know anymore. This is our idea that got jacked.
Well, I know that, but which politician brought this up? It was Obama, right?
Was it?
Because like the whole thing is about expanding science and cleaning up trash in space, and like really.
No aliens, but.
Well, if there's aliens, we'll get there.
Well, fucking A, man. It's too long.
But wait a minute. This piece of paper that you printed out says Donald Trump proposed this.
Yes.
This is clearly a liberal propaganda.
I think it's the Onion Report.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
No, that's a valid source. What the fuck do you mean it makes sense?
Well, if the Onion reported it, then...
It's valid. What the fuck else do you want? Listen, you've been questioning about the nukes numbers, my resources. Like, I'm tired of this. I have legit source. I have the best source.
Okay.
I have the source. The best word.
What's the best source? What are your great words and your sources on this?
I'm not going to tell you because it's my fucking source.
All right. So we have a new space program.
Mm-hmm. That's great. If anyone wants to look up to it or Google research, whatever the fuck, go waste your time on that. Like, it probably won't go into effect for another 20 years, knowing how things go.
All they have to do is start pouring money back into space. I mean...
Yeah, but I mean, the way our economy is right now,
the best it's been in a decade?
There's still some things that could be fixed, but...
Sure, there are a lot of problems to fix, but, like, the economy is the best it's been in decades. Like, since that big recession, like, this is the best it's been.
Yeah, and
if there's any time to start pushing and doing new things, this is really it.
Yeah, but I think for us, we gotta focus on more things for example, healthcare programs. What else? Education. It's really in the shitter. There's so many things we could really allocate. Space. Do we want to keep everything clean? But let's start where we live first. I mean, if we go to certain areas and you go to certain neighborhoods, there's streets and streets of fucking garbage. So me caring about fucking garbage. I'm just saying, unused condoms. Let me say this. Unused condoms, right, that were thrown out of an airship because two astronauts were like screwing the shit out of each other for like 4 nights straight up in space is less of a concern for me than because I really worry more about
another question. I want to answer that first. We'll come back to space condoms.
Okay.
But before that, so Mr. Vote for your city representatives and know your mayor. You're advocating for the President of the United States to start a clean streets program.
No. Whoa. Time out.
Okay.
Time out.
Okay.
Right? We got the internal budgets.
Yes.
For cities and states.
Yes.
And then there's something for the federal.
Yes.
So I'm talking about if we can make a federal if we make a federal even if it has a minute effect on everywhere federally, I rather would let that be put into that than fucking worry about trash in space. I don't fucking live in space. You don't live in space. Our headquarters is right here.
Yet.
Okay, not yet, goddammit.
Because this kind of fucks us. Because our whole plan was to gather the space debris and form a moon base.
And then eventually use that to threaten
the laser.
Yeah, but it's not gonna work. The laser still. It still needs some time to get fixed.
We've still got some time, and we don't know. Like they're gonna have to find somewhere for the space garbage.
That's true. Gives about like 2 more years.
Yeah, we got some time. We can go up there and make this work yet.
But as we digress.
Yeah, poorly. Anyway, so how do you think astronauts fuck? Because like every room on that ship is recorded.
For them?
Yeah, every room is video monitored.
That's what everyone says. It's like every workplace. Every one of these areas is recorded, so make sure that nothing bad happens to employee and treat your employee. And then you always have that blind spot that no one knows. That's in the back of the area that the camera doesn't see.
Plus expedition on the space shuttle. You're up there for maybe 2 years. You're up on the space shuttle.
Yeah.
They gotta find somewhere to crank one out.
That's what I'm saying.
But where?
Listen, if I could go on a spaceship, and maybe me and you could go on a spaceship, we could probably say, look, let's look every nick and cranny here to say, like, okay, I would bang someone here, I would bang someone over there.
But you don't know because you don't see this is Houston or whatever the thing, like Houston. We have a problem. I need to. I need to turn off those cameras for 30 seconds.
We got to do maintenance. So can you please shut this off? Yeah. We got you. This is like, I mean, if you're in space for 2 years, you have to jerk off too.
Staff Sergeant Valentine, this is the 7th time today you've asked us to turn the cameras off. Look, I'm lonely. I haven't seen a woman in 3 years. Sir, you've only been up there for 2 months. I
know. Man, God bless them though. In all seriousness, I don't know how they do. I wouldn't know what to do. Okay, 2 years?
And like
2 years? Just imagine.
No.
You can't even see. No, this is even the worst
You don't
part.
get to see another human being. No,
well,
maybe, but it's like it's some other.
Can you imagine if your whole crew is a sausage fest? I mean, the next pair of tits you're gonna see is in 2 years.
Some prison shit. Like
that's purgatory.
Look, man.
Like, you want to know what hell is?
You're my bitch now, so I don't like this any more than you do. But get down there. I'll give you an extra tang. I don't know, man. What the fuck?
I got some fucking packaged and sealed cans of beans that are dehydrated. I'm gonna fucking give this to you.
Paying each other for blowjobs with freeze-dried ice cream. Dude, fuck space.
Oh, fucking ain't though. But as we go, we don't go too much off topic.
What was the topic? Volcano Lair.
Volcano. Yeah. Volcano. Shh. No, we can't talk about that. No, Republicans.
Oh, right. So, Volcano Lair.
Yeah.
You know Donald Trump has a Volcano Lair.
Of course. But, so what do you think of the Republicans over the years? Yeah, I mean, that's the politics for today, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
things have been, it's just been getting shittier and shittier, and we look at
the thing I think it is about Republicans, it's like, this is a really poor comparison, but it's like when you like don't like shit that your dad does, like your dad says something that's like kind of, well, that's kind of an old-fashioned way of thinking, and he's not wrong, but it's frustrating, and like maybe when you're a kid, it's like, nah, fuck you, I'm gonna be rebellious, but now it's like, yeah, this is just the way you are, and we're gonna have to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about the Republican Party. It's like, yeah, okay, you're well-intentioned. I don't think you're correct, but you're gonna do you, and at this point, nothing is gonna budge on that.
They're like that hard-headed friend that the way I look at it is, you're set in your ways of thinking. Yeah. And you're like, I'm gonna fucking stay with this way. But this is gonna lead our boat to sink. You know? And they're that captain. That's like the Titanic.
A hole in the hull, man. What are you doing? No. We've been doing this for years. We gotta keep doing it.
Unsinkable. That's what I really, when I think of a Republican.
We're here to prove it's unsinkable. We're gonna drive into that fucking iceberg. Fuck this iceberg.
And then when the fucking the boat crashes, they're like, well, why was that iceberg there to begin with?
Who left this iceberg? Global warming can't be real if there's icebergs like this.
And that's what I really see. You have Democrats who come up with policies and certain things that really, again, affect big corporations, in a positive way, and not really help the little man. And then you got the Republicans that say, you know what? We believe in the trickle-down theory where I'll make a lot of money, right? Disney will make a lot of money. Disney episode coming soon. And everyone else will come and make a lot of money. But for us, and everyone else, right? That's the little man, the peasants. It'll rain. Eventually, there will be rain one day, and your crops will grow. And those crops, right, are your properties, your things that you own in stocks. They'll increase one day, but it's just all a fictitious lie because you're basically saying, let's fill up this big, room full of money, right? And you keep going in there and keep taking, $100, $300, $400. But then I go in there, wow, I helped you saved up and stocked up this room full of cash, and I just really need $20 for gas. Whoa.
Wait a minute.
You can use a bike.
Yeah.
Like, you can walk.
You don't need that.
There's the metro, okay? And that's like a fraction of that $20 you were going to get from this storage room. So please, find cheaper options. It's basically, you're the victim, stop bitching, I don't want to hear your problems, and that's it at the end of the day. That's what I think of Republicans. How about your opinion?
I mean, I pretty much gave mine. I really, there's not much more to say that we haven't said in the Democrat roast, if you want to call it that.
No, I would say roast.
But it's the same thing. It's everything is, everyone's led by the nose by social media to say the emails, and okay, so let's say the emails happened. If the FBI said, hey, we're not doing anything, it's done. Yeah. It's not an issue anymore. That kind of shit. It's like, and to keep dredging it up, it's like, okay, you won. Like,
what else do you want?
fuck off about it.
No. I gotta fucking make sure that the knife has
no.
been stabbed
We're
and
gonna
buried.
salt this wound. Like, no, because, hold on there, snowflake. Like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, get a hold of yourself.
And calm down. And that's what I think. And some of them are so fucking ignorant. Like, sometimes you wonder when you look at their education. This Republican went to Harvard. This one went to Princeton, and then they'll come in front of the camera, right, during like a debate or a meeting, and they'll literally will say, "Well, global warming doesn't exist."
Yeah.
Actual scientific proof that we are literally destroying our environment, and you're telling us it's not real. No. And what if we also talk about like science and talking about no. See, the thing is, people have to be Christian, and you don't need to go see a doctor if you pray. Okay, that's the problem with our children.
Yeah, and again,
this is like, bro, there's fucking science there. Use it. Like, I'm not trying to shit on anyone's religion, but I'm just saying,
but it's another thing where it's maybe this is like 1%, but this is the vocal 1%. That is just killing this.
And just making things so fucking difficult and complicated than it has to be. So the ideals of Republicans, and this is just my personal opinion, it's very ignorant at times. Very fucking ignorant. I'll give a perfect example. I don't know if I told you about this story. One of my friends, he posted a video, and it was this Fox commentator, and he was basically like, well, in America and all these other European countries, why are they allowing immigrants to come in? Because they are known rapists, known killers, murderers of different ethnic groups. So when you tell people this, they get really angry when it's statistically the proof. And I talked to my friend, and my friend just posted this, and I commented by basically telling him this because he's white, right? And me, I'm a few shades, darker in complexion, enough to get stopped by the police, let's just say, in the minority class. I'm black. So, I commented on him, and I just basically told him, like, the video, and that was just a wrap up of the video. I mean, the video was like 5-10 minutes, but the guy was basically saying certain ethnic groups are rapists and murderers for a majority of them. That's what his conclusion was for the video. And I commented him, and I told him, hey, Bill, I'm just going to use a fucking fake name.
I got
was
you.
just like, hey, Bill, what do you think about this thing about this? Like, do you really believe in this video? He's like, yeah, I do believe in this video. And I'm like, okay, so you're a white American male. He's like, yeah. And I told him, so what if I told you that I'm holding a barbecue and I'm inviting Spanish, Asian, anyone that's just not white? We're like, why? Okay, yeah, that's fine. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I'm bringing all these people, and I say white people can't come. Why? Because your ancestors have enslaved blacks, have committed genocide for Native Americans, have literally built this country on blood. That's just, and that's what I pretty much got to him. I'm like, well, I just want to trust you around my kids. At least every white person I want to trust around my kids. Which, again, how ignorant of a statement. That's exactly. A fucking ignorant statement. Because at the end of the day, yes, those things happen, unfortunately. But am I going to come to every white person and say, you're a fucking horrible human being and you're a fucking murderer. I work at McDonald's. I'm trying to just make it like you, man. Like, well, why are you, and that's like, and that's just a normal fucking response that I would want to hear. So that's pretty much what I told him in response to that. And he was telling me, well, that's not true. That doesn't make sense. And I'm like, well, why are you posting a video like this? And he did not respond. He did not respond.
Like from the first comment, that like from the jump off, that's what he was trying to say.
Exactly, and that's literally what you made for your video. So, ignorant statements like that is what Republicans, because they literally will sit here and say, well, why are immigrants here? Why are that here? This person's illegal. That person's illegal. And I'm like, looking at you, motherfucker, we're all shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a Social Security card, right, you shouldn't be here. You know why? Because Native Americans don't need fucking Social Security cards. This is their fucking land. Let's just keep it real and let's call a spade a spade. So at the end of the day, I just feel the ignorance of Republicans really hamper them because they'll make statements like that and then it'll just cause more anger towards their party. And it gives Democrats that thing to say, like, oh, you see this shit right here, what we're talking about? Look at this shit right here. Look at this fucking...
Yeah, if you want to call people racist and they give you something racist to leap on... Yeah,
there's the fucking bullet, put it in the chamber, shoot him.
Right in the foot. Yeah, there you go. I agree with you.
Yeah. So what is your opinion on, like, that situation? Because that's what I told him for that, and of course it's like that's a very ignorant statement what I said, but I said it in a purposeful.
You said it to make an
example.
So
you make it as a point of look, you just cannot.
If you think these people are all bad, well, why can't we think these people are all bad?
Exactly.
What about this? What about like
if you want to use a history lesson,
you can take any group of people that exist
and show them that they're bad
since time immemorial and find something bad that even one of them did.
Exactly.
And it's like, well. They're all bad.
Are you gonna go to those certain groups?
You have German ancestry, Nazi.
Oh,
you have Jewish ancestry. You're a slave trader.
One of my best friends, Eric, is fucking German. Do I go to him every day and be like, "Hey, Eric, oh god damn, you fucking Nazi, inbred motherfucker"? No, I don't fucking say that. Like, that is just ignorant statements that are just made by people every day. And again, it's just one more bullet. Put in the chamber, there you go. And that's the struggle, which is why, like, both parties are really fucking ignorant. So what do you think could be improved for this?
Honestly, I don't know, because the way the system is working currently, it's working well for Trump, who's in power. Like, he has got the system played, and if we find other people who know how to play the system, it's gonna turn into this. Any election in the future is gonna be a shit-slinging festival because that's what people want to see. They're here to see WWE Raw. They're here to see, like, watch. Oh, what's he gonna say? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Because I would say anybody who was in America during the time of the election was watching the debates, going, "Oh, what's he gonna say next? Ooh, what kind of crazy shit?"
Of course.
Because everything he says has a point. And it might be a stupid point. It might be a point you disagree with. But it generates media buzz. It's exactly what it's tailor-made to do that. Like, his points are tailor-made to generate media buzz. To say, oh, he said this ridiculous over-the-top thing. Oh my god. Well, now we're going to repeat it and play it on loop 100 times. So his message, even the subtext of the message, gets brought across.
And when you look at his money that he spent for this, was a fraction. I think he spent like 35 million, or people donated 35 million for his campaign, opposed to Hillary. Hillary got over $400 million.
We've discussed this before, but the thing is, if the media wants this to change, they don't, because it's going to get them ratings. Like, the media is going to keep this going. People enjoy watching it, regardless of what they say about, oh, I hate Trump. If people didn't love watching it, it would stop happening. This is perpetuated by people, by the citizenry who is consuming every line he says because of how outrageous it sounds. They want to keep hearing it. So they want it to keep happening. So it's going to keep happening. Like, we won't have another Donald Trump, but we'll have
another didysfunctional individual.
I don't even think he's dysfunctional. I think he is playing the part that is going to win.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, in the future, I don't even have, him being dysfunctional in terms of,
because if someone dysfunctional tried to do what he did, they would fuck it up. They would say something that was too far over the line. They would push it too far. They would cross the line at some point, and they would lose. He never hit that point where he crossed the line enough that he lost. I think any person who wasn't that on point with their
view
advertising,
Yeah.
like and realistically, it's advertising genius. It is what it is because nobody else has been able to do that, and nobody else. Well, Obama was great with it. Bill Clinton was great with it. Previous presidents have all been good at marketing themselves, advertising themselves. Like I just with Obama, the hope and change
Stuck with it.
slogan. That was a great slogan. That was a way that he could kind of subtly get across the like, hey, by the way, I'm black, without banging pots and pans and like making people like, oh, okay, we're voting for this guy because he's black.
Same thing with Trump. With this one, when people hear "Make America Great Again," like when I ask people, okay, what was Hillary's slogan? People are just like,
Not that you're defined by your slogan, but that's a mark of somebody who knows what they're doing.
I mean, for the most part, no one remembers the loser's slogan because the slogans are
actually. Her slogan was "Stronger Together."
If you ask a random person
But here's the thing.
Hey, what was Hillary's slogan?
Here's the thing. You're talking about a candidate who openly fucked over the more popular candidate.
Oh yeah.
So if we're stronger together, what happened to Bernie? Were we together with Bernie?
And you know what
No,
fucked
we
her?
weren't.
And you know what
We
fucked
weren't.
her up even more? She fucking could have gotten him for vice president under his wing. Guarantee you, she would have had a much better shot. No, listen. Because then the voters would have been like, "Wow, at least she wants Bernie Sanders' like opinion on that." But then here she comes. She's like, "No, I'm just gonna completely go." Hillary's that type of person that has all the credentials, has the resume, right? But then she's that type of person that, and I'm sure all of us have that individual that we knew, that is so smart, but somehow fucks everything up. All the fucking
I
time.
disagree. I think Bernie as her vice president would have taken the spotlight off of her. It would have become Bernie's campaign,
Now let me,
and that would have shot her in the foot.
now let me say this, right? I have to disagree with that because I think if by Bernie coming under her wing, people are going to be like, wow, that's like her resume. Bernie's there advising because obviously VP, I mean, that's what the fuck you would do there is to be an advisor and like, you know, be there with the president. Wow, this is, I personally have to disagree with that because I think that 100% could have catapulted her to winning that campaign because now
No.
people, I